Hi, this is Michelle from Stampin' Up with Michelle Hibbs. And this week we are going to be making two angle cards with the same designer series papers front and back. And we're going to have a lot of fun. So right now I'm going to turn my camera down to my desk. Okay, here we go. First we're going to be making two angled cards similar to these. But we will be using the Sunshine and Rainbows designer series paper. This is the front and this is the back. And we will be using Catching Butterflies stamp set. First, we will need to cut the base of our card. We will be using, for this, the white cardstock, and we are going to be cutting this at 5.5 by 8.5 and scoring it at 4.25. So for this, we're just going to score this at 4.25. And then turn it around like this. And cut it at 5.5. And by doing so, we will have two bases for our cards. Like this. You just fold them in half. I still got the sniffles. Last week I had that cough. The cough has seemed to go away, but now I have the sniffles. So there we have two bases. Now with the designer paper, it's cut at 4.25 by 4.25. And we are going to cut it at an angle. Just like this. We're now going to bring in the bases of the cards. And we're going to use the double-sided tape And we're going to take one of these bases and we're just going to line it up. And for some reason it's not lining up. And you just lay it down and put it there. Now for the other piece, we're going to flip it. And we're going to do this one at this angle. And put your double-sided tape and I'm going to put this one like this. Okay, so we have both of our bases done. Now what we're going to do is bring out the stamps. We will be using Momento Tuxedo Black ink. And from the Catching Butterflies, we will start with this one. And I'm going to ink up my stamp. And we're going to put this little young lady right about here. And then we're going to add a little butterfly from the same stamp set. Right up here. And I stamped it too hard. And I got that mark. But I'm going to fix that. Then we're going to go ahead and put in our sentiment. I have to remember to tap gently so I don't get too much ink. And not to press too hard. Collecting sweet thoughts of you. That's our first card. And then what we're going to do, excuse me, this is just a piece of scrap. And this was cut at 1/4 by 11 inches. And we're going to use this for both cards. what we're going to do is we're going to put a line of our Tombow glue right here. I don't know if you can see me or not. But we're just going to put a line right along the edge. And then what we're going to do is take this piece of scrap and line it up right along the edge of our designer paper, just like that. And we just snip that off there. And snip that off there. And then we have this card. Now what I'm going to end up doing is coloring this. And you can use any media that you would like. I'm going to use Stampin' Up's colored pencils to color these. But first we're going to work on this card. So we're going to use the same ink pad, the Tuxedo Black, but this time we're going to use the butterflies. I thought the butterflies were very pretty, and it's in the same Catching Butterflies stamp set. And we're just going to put those right here. And then we're going to stamp it again. Right here. And then we're going to, our sentiment is going to say, celebrate every beautiful thing. And we'll put that right there. Now what I'm going to do is close up my glue. And I'm going to close up my ink pad so it don't dry out. And then I'm going to take, excuse me, my Simply Chamois, and I'm going to clean my stamps. The chamois is very nice. It keeps my stamps nice and clean. Now what I'm going to do with these is I'm going to pull out my colored pencils. And I'm going to start coloring these. And nope, I forgot something. We have this other strip. I'm not with it today, everyone. I'm trying. I forgot the glue. We need to put another strip of glue on this card. Celebrate every beautiful thing. Now we can put this right on there. Boy, this runny nose. The sniffles. This weather in Ohio is all over the place. And then you just trim the edge. And there you have it. Now I'm going to go ahead and take a couple seconds and give them a color. I'm just finishing up here. And you can use anything you'd like to bring some color into these. I thought the colored pencils looked really pretty. Well, there you have it. That is how you create 2 angled cards with 1 piece of designer paper. I thought they turned out really pretty. What do you think? Well, I will make sure and put the measurements in the bottom of the description. And I hope to see everyone again next week. I hope you enjoyed creating these with me. And I hope that you are able to make something yourself as well. Share them with me. I'd love to see what you create. And until next week, I'll see you then. Bye.